Hi there guys, and welcome to my latest Train Sim 2017 video. Today of course is the release date of the Waggonz and Armstrong Powerhouse Class 313. So this is my first time having a little play with it. I've had a little flick through the manual, just because with the Armstrong Powerhouse stuff you know it's always going to be slightly different than anything you really know. I've gone straight into a scenario. I thought sort of why not, it's worthwhile. Ooh. So in ACO, set up the driver's cab. Let's go straight into it. Ensure the reverser is a neutral position. Press S to move it to neutral. As you do this, press the F key as well. There we go. So F, and put it in neutral. Let's cancel self-test. Have we got the line light? So traction motors are closed by pressing set reset button. Set reset. If the line light indication isn't illuminated, you must hold the reset button until it does. Well, we have done that. Turn off the DRA by pressing Y. Now ready to move off. So let's open the doors. Let's hope we're ready to move off. I'm not too sure. It looks like my auxiliaries are already set because we've got lights and saloon and everything. So it looks phenomenal. It looks absolutely amazing. The cab itself is really cool. Vestibule light. Oh wow. So the cab lights even are on here. Looks like I've got a guard at the moment for this, which is cool. So we've got our ding dings. Let's try and take power and see how we get on. I'm sure, knowing AP, there'll be something that I haven't done right yet. Oh no! We've got it. Oh! It's nippy. Oh, going up and over the flyover. Quality. Being an Armstrong Powerhouse scenario, I'm hoping there's some good AI. But saying that, it didn't ask to see if we had the extra stock wasn't for the 91, so I don't know if we'll see any 91s in it. Be nice if we did. Oh, I've actually stood in this bit of a 313 quite a few times. There was a couple of people that I knew that used to help me out a little bit and let me, when I was a lot younger, used to be able to stand in there. So 313s, I've been on a fair bit, especially down. Spend a lot of my time around on the south end of the East Coast Main Line. But this is looking smart already. I tell you what I have not done, which I should have done before I left, is set my lights. I said the button clicks like these are quite satisfying. Oh, I've got a foot warmer and a demister, which is always cool. I wonder if it's going to be anything like I can dim the instrument lights as well. I wonder if it's going to be like the 205 and have the windscreen that does actually mist up, and even the flies. Would be cool. I don't know what the little red button is there. I'll have to look that up. That's my signal bell. What else have we got? Flaps. Circuit breakers. What have we got on there? Pan down. Windscreen wipers. What's my little green button here? Windscreen washers. The detail's amazing. Look at the dirt just inside the creases. It's pretty atmospheric in here. Yeah, it's cool. I'm liking it. Not a lot of cab sway, to be fair, I've noticed. A little bit there. I did quite like the 313. I think it was actually a 315 that was in BVE, just because it had this massive power handle. Just always thought it was quite sort of weird. I don't know why you can press F to hold it down. I've obviously just gone into an emergency brake setting because I've put it into neutral. It's still in neutral. Ah, it's because I was holding it down, and then when I went into forward, that's reverse, neutral, forward, release. Oh, it looks pretty with the cab light on. I've broken it. Right, let's go back to neutral. Let's start again. Okay, so into forward. Brakes. Oh, stop pressing now. Brakes. Let's put them into emergency and come right back out. Or is it going to do that thing where it holds me for a minute before they'll release? It's possible. We'll sit for a second, and while we're doing that, we'll have another little look outside. I might even use this opportunity to pick a screenshot. Or what we got coming. With a 365 in the shot. I think another 313 by the sensor at a 321 coming up behind us as well on the slow. See if we can get all three in before that 365 goes around the corner. Come on, come on! No, just not quite. Let's go this side and see how we do. Yeah, I like that. Right, let's have a look, see if we can get power now. No, brakes still haven't come off. Ah, right, relax, think sensibly. Let's... Let's know I've got line light. Ah, let's try that little switch. Set, reset. And then... still can't get those brakes to release. Stop, think, assess, release. That's exactly what I kind of need to do at the moment. Nothing on my back panel that could have been. I need to do my auxiliaries. Don't need to trip that. So there's nothing there. It's purely going to be the way I've set this up. So let's go off. It really didn't like being put into off. That sounded better. Yay! Now let's try and pull some power. Yeah, there we go. So basically what I did there was put it back into off, put the brake into emergency, then pull it into neutral and then release the brake. So we're a little bit late. About 5 minutes late. Pulling into Hatfield. Hatfield. So not the greatest start to a video, but it's alright. Nice 180 there. It's just a shame about the DTG model of it. Oh, if you watched my last video, remember I was talking about the fence in Durham? That's the sort of one I was on about, but it was a lot closer together. Random little facts link videos there. So yeah, so far I'm very impressed. Little learning curve to go through. The detail's phenomenal. As per usual with Armstrong Powerhouse, scenarios are awesome. Stock levels are good. And I think this sort of is the sort of missing link of the south of the East Coast Main Line. Do like the sound of a DC traction motor. I will be honest, I won't say I'm 100% with the sounds, but it is my first little foray into it. New store closed up there as well. Good. So I need to look how to do the destination blind. They've even got it right in there. So I think on DC the 313s are maxed out at 30 mile an hour. I didn't know this, I actually read it on Facebook the other day. And I'm going to look into it and see why that is. I think that might be because the only time these are on third rail is down to Moorgate, which is all the tunnels anyway. Off, low, high. What? Clipboard light, maybe? So we've got series parallel Wakefield shunt. Next platform's at Potter's Bar. Brakes are pretty good. 313s used to squeal. Absolutely squeal. Here in pulling into any station, they do make a racket. Yeah, I think not having the Class 91 is a little bit of a letdown. Could be easily remedied. Easily remedied. So I've really got to have a bit of a read up with the manual and the camshaft control and all that malarkey. Just make sure I really understand it. I did think about having a really good thorough read of the manual before doing this, but I really wanted you to see sort of a actual reaction to it, a full reaction to it. Natural. Not a prepped one. So I'm excited for the other variants that should come out after this. I know they were doing a 315 as well. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not another sort of 15 quid after you've already paid for the 313. But at the end of the day, this is pretty nice. So it could be. Because the physics will be different. 315s are thyristor controlled, whereas 313s are camshaft done. I know I'm using full service braking a lot. I'm just sort of, this isn't particularly I wouldn't rate my driving in this video at all, but it's just a little test really. It's a little messing about while trying to do. The fire extinguisher is quite distracting. What be that? I don't know what that is. Again, I'll have to have a look at my little book. I'm sure there is a way to turn this DOO, but I haven't done it yet. And I'll work it out in a bit. Does sound good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Sorry about being in the bushes there, guys, for a bit. I like it a lot. I'm not a massive lover of sort of stop-start metro-y services. Just gonna have a listen for a bit. Just look at the detail in the pan. Oh, that was very nice to see. Lights on. Again, something about the way they just do the lighting just makes you sort of feel like you are there. It's very clutch. You can see how many little additions have been added into this thing over the years. TPWS. And I love the way that the door closes. Like if you ever watch Drives 313s, they're usually standing, looking out the window, and always have the right arm up against that button. I guess this is sort of for the display indicator. GSMR would have been added in. Even the NRN would have been added in. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I don't know if they ever got aircon, there's definitely heating of some kind, I think. Maybe aircon as well. OCMR light. Flags, detonators. Oh, I don't know what that thing is there, that's quite cool. We'll have a little bit of a look when usually with Waggonz and Armstrong Powerhouse, if you go into the number 8 view, you're still in the cab, you pretty much get a very similar picture to what you get if you're in actual cab view, just like through the saloon as well. Oh, 76. Really is really well done. Tiny little cab though, isn't it? If you can see me now, it's just I've got a little smile on my face because finally this route looks kind of how it should. Just seeing the 313s on the slow lines is, yeah. Easily pleased me. Hearing them clatter up and down, yeah. I had to verify my game files the other day, so I haven't got all the sound packs reinstalled, so that's why the HST sound pants. I mean, I don't know how often, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen 313s on the fast lines. Nice horn as well. Incredibly laggy, I do apologise guys. Let's do a bit of sun visoring, see if that... Nope, doesn't seem to help. It's really, really frosted, that, isn't it? You sort of still vaguely see through it. Have to see one in real life and see what it's really like. I like the way it's actually. This isn't one you have to pull down. You don't click and pull. What motor? You literally just click it, and it does it. I'm actually going to pull out my phone again and have a little look at the manual about the destination blind. Driving guide, yep, probably should have read that a little bit before I did it. F7 and F8. Which customer 11. Is an electronic one. I know. No. Have we got it at the back as well now? Oh yeah, 'cause you'd have to set it manually at the back as well. Cool. And this is Hornsey, so I'm guessing there's going to be a few of these in the depot which will absolutely eat my frame rates. But we'll still have a look anyway. Just because it kind of is something that's always missing. No, there's a 321, a 365 and a 313. Nice, 2 313s. So to be fair, yeah, 6 o'clock's rush hour, yeah, probably would look a bit dead. Like the AWS tone as well. Braked way too early there. So I'm going to have to fiddle with the graphics settings just to get a slightly better frame rate if I'm going to be doing some routes with this. I mean, I do tend to always have quite a frame ratey problem at this end of the East Coast main line anyway, but this is the only end that the 313s do sort of work on, so I have to have a little fiddle. have a little look now. It's stopped. See? But the some train sim add-ons of DTG are trying to flog that. They've got cabs that don't look as good as that. But the saloon is amazingly detailed, considering there's no passenger view. It's just these views. It still looks even the signs, it still looks awesome. I am well impressed. So switches here wise, we've got auxiliary set, light and set, auxiliaries trip, light and trip, auxiliaries trip, dynamic brake control, isolation, guessing, off and on, like that. TPWS, TIS, traction interlock, something, I don't know what that is. The traction interlock switch will be, yeah. It's maybe an umpty. Pretty much knowing that we're running this route now, when the 91 sound pack comes out, everything will have some sort of Armstrong Powerhouse influence on it for this end. Ah, the 180 had to be a letdown. 180 and a 365 and the 317, sorry, but that's freeware anyway. Platform 6. I never noticed the rust on that gantry there. Quite looking forward to driving this in the dark. Just so when I start it up I can do that. Ooh. Nightimey cab. The other cab which I find really sort of atmospheric at night, funnily enough, is the DTG Class 325, and it was, I got it not long before Christmas, years ago when it first came out, in the West Coast Mainline North route, and I remember it was freezing, and I was sitting playing it at that time on my laptop in my room, bitterly cold, wrapped in a duvet. But sitting in the dark with it being dark on the screen and the light being on was really cool. And these days I'm out in the shed. It's not insulated, but it's warm enough. I've got a radiator and stuff, but hopefully by the time it gets actually bitterly cold, it will be insulated. But it will still be a bit. It's a bit sort of atmospheric, a bit cosy to sit in the dark with a light on playing train sim. I like to mirror what's going on outside on the sim, weather-wise and all sorts. It's just missing the 91s. The 317. I suppose we could add them in, couldn't we? Have a fiddle with some scenarios. I've actually started watching videos on how to create scenarios and stuff, so I might have a punt at it myself. I'm also watching a few videos on actual route building itself, and I might do that as sort of a little journey you can come on with me, because what I'd quite like to do is take this route and add the route up to Cambridge on the end of it, and put it up as sort of a workshop scenario. Not workshop scenario, workshop route edition. The last video I did coming in here, I think I hit the buffers. I'll do my best not to do that, but at the same time line up with this HST. Oh, let's have a look. How close were we? I don't know why I still automatically press number 2 instead of going into 8. Yeah, that's nice. So, I'm going to shut down the cab. So F, and then into neutral, then off. Put that in full service. Oh, it's not going to let me know, is it? I want it to trip. I want to do a lightning trip. Auxiliary strip. Oh yeah. And then Control Z's not working. Alright then guys, sorry that was a bit of a hodgepodge video. It was just sort of my first little impressions, my first little run, first little trial with it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm sure you heard the humour in my voice for the fun of it. So as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Oh, ding ding in a way. Any comments, suggestions, or any ideas of scenarios you'd like me to do, or anything like that, please leave it in the comments and I will happily give them a go. Thanks again guys, see you soon.